It's Friday, November 12th. Welcome to your Friday morning. Um, I am holding my goddess cards as promised, and I will pull a goddess card for us to take us into the weekend as promised. I'm clearly at my parents' house again. Painters are still at my house, so you just show up however you can, whenever you can, wherever you can, right? And you just give and serve. And this morning I hesitated because I was like, wow, I had this vision in my mind, this expectation that if I was going to pull goddess cards on Fridays, I was going to embody my goddess. I was going to look goddessy, whatever that means, right? So maybe a beautiful outfit or maybe makeup or something more with my hair. But because the painters were coming and because I had to take my kids to school, I didn't get a chance to do all that. And I was kind of feeling like, how do I tap into my goddess when you don't feel it on the outside? Sometimes it's really hard to connect with her on the inside. But truly the inside connection comes first. And that's what gives you that essence, right? That air of a goddess. And then it almost doesn't matter what your hair looks like or what you're wearing because people feel your essence. They feel the embodiment of what you are in any given day. And so that kind of permeates your field, your aura, your vibration, so that they can't see the physical, or if they see it through the lens of whatever it is you're giving. So whether or not I'm dressed or and adorned like a goddess, if I feel her on the inside, if I'm embracing her and embodying her internally, then I'm going to give those vibes. I'm going to permeate the essence, and people will not know why, or they won't, it's like they can see through you to your soul. And the physical is just blended into that. Okay. So always that internal compass, always that internal magnet is what dictates what we see in our reality in the outside world. So before I pull these brand new, it's so funny, they're so stiff, and I am like officially the world's worst card shuffler. I can't shuffle regular cards or game cards. My kids make fun of me all the time. So to begin with, I'm not a great shuffler, but then these cards are new and so they're stiff. So I've been kind of just like, you know, going like that instead of like actual shuffle. My mom's really good at shuffling. But I wanted to kind of set some basic foundations around what a goddess is. Okay. So I looked up the definition like I do on Tuned In, because I want us to tune in to not only our perception of things, but also to know what things are out there in the world, how things are defined by others. So then we can choose, is that definition work for me? Does that definition resonate? Does it define how I live my life? Right? Because you're not the one who wrote the definitions that society is using. So we have to either create our own or decide if we resonate with the ones as they are. So there's two things I want to say about it, but I'll start with the definition of a goddess and try and stay as focused as possible, although that is not my goddess strength. So one of these websites said, what is a goddess? A woman who is in the process. Okay. It doesn't say a woman who is, because we are always in a process. So it says a woman who is in the process of learning to know, accept, and love herself on all levels. So if that's a definition, then we are always goddesses, right? Because we are always in the process of learning to know, accept, and love ourselves on all levels, mind, body, and spirit. For me, there's such high resonance in that, because the God within us, right? It's us understanding all parts of us, our human parts, our spiritual parts, all of it, and the process of continually engaging in that knowledge. A woman who, because she focuses on personal growth and self awareness, experiences a life increasingly filled with peace, love, joy, passion, and fun. Woo! That's so good. A woman that understands that she has unlimited capacity to make her life anything she wants. This is the definition of a goddess, a woman that understands that she has unlimited capacity to make her life anything she wants. So often we hear the word goddess and we think there's so many like negative connotations attached. She's a witch. Oh, she's an egotistical maniac. Oh, she's right. But it isn't any of that, at least not for me. For me, it's an embodiment of growth and acceptance and love, unconditional love. And I really resonate with a woman that understands she has unlimited capacity to make her life anything she wants, because that applies to all of us. We are all goddesses if taken through that lens. A woman who is inspired to give to those around her because of her sense of gratitude and abundance. Just absolutely a beautiful definition. And it said, imagine a woman who embodies spirituality, a woman who honors her body as the sacred temple of the spirit of life, who breathes deeply as a prayer of gratitude for life itself. You are that woman. It's just worth breathing into because it's super special. So before I chit chat with you, and I won't stay on as long today, and again, I have no time. I think Goddess, hi Nancy. First of all, good morning and welcome. Is some that seeks pleasure and gives the same. Pleasure can be love and abundance. Absolutely, pleasure is love and abundance, right? It's a form of love and abundance. Pleasure is our natural state. It's why we're here, to seek pleasure in and beauty and life and nature and love and sex and in each other, in our souls, in our spirits, in our work, in our divinity. All of that brings us pleasure. And if it doesn't, it's supposed to. And we have to tune in to our hearts. Okay. So I did shuffle the deck a little bit before because I am such a bad shuffler. Nancy, I'm a terrible shuffler. How are you playing cards? I am actually going to pull a card for all of us. It's from a deck called Goddess Power. It's an oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. I've never pulled cards before. I am not an expert card puller, but I pulled one the other day and I felt super connected to it. And it's Friday. It's Fun Friday. And I just thought, you know what I would love to do, and what I'm going to do, because it's my show and I get to, is I'm going to pull a card. I'm going to kind of tune into the collective energy that I am feeling right now in my field. And I'm going to pull a card for us. And for me, I will give you my meaning. I will also give you the meaning of the book. But then you can tell me, that card that's not who I'm feeling, or maybe the number on the card is connected to something, and sometimes I'll resist and I'll say, now that doesn't apply to me. And then like a couple hours later, I'll say, wow, like there was a meaning in that card for me, because I believe that you're placed in the right place at the right time at all times. Hi, Danielle, to get messages. Like it's never an accident that you're listening to someone or that you're tuning into someone. It's always divinely choreographed. So you have to ask yourself, if I'm here, if I feel compelled or called to be in this space, then what is the message for me? And sometimes it might not be the message that I verbally tell you. It might be the picture on the card, or it might be the number connected to the card, or it might be the message that I read you from the book, right? It might be a picture on the wall behind me. Like when you're in tune to all the different layers that are happening all around you, and when you believe that you are placed in the right place at the right time, always, 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 then you understand that you always have to be paying attention to everything around you, because something is trying to speak to you. Something is communicating with you. And so even if the words I speak don't necessarily resonate, Look around, feel around. Maybe it's just the energy that you're supposed to tap into, right? But there's something, because we are called into other people's fields. Thank you, Danielle. I'm at my parents' house because they're painting my house, so it's a tricky kind of day today, and it's raining. Okay, so I don't know what this means. I think it's like an imparting of the energy from me into the cards. I know Trish does it all the time, but I'm going to pull a card and we're going to see what goddess wants to speak to us today. Okay, maybe she has a message for us. Maybe she wants to communicate with us. It's like, as I move my hands, it's like that hot cold. Remember, you used to play hot cold when you were little. Like if you run, somebody would say, "You're cold, you're cold, you're cold," and then as you would get closer to them, they would go hotter, 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 and that meant you were getting closer to them. That's kind of what I feel when I look at these cards. It's like as I get into a general zone, it's like hotter, hotter, hotter. So I know that that's pulling me in. So I feel really called. This one's making my heart. You're getting some goddess cards. Yes, I know. So fun, right? Okay, guys. It's so beautiful. Her name is Lakshmi. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's Lakshmi, and it's the card of fortune. It's the card of fortune. Look at this goddess. Her number is 28. Her number is 28. So if 28 means something, but just look at her for a minute before I read her to you. Before I read her, I just want you to soak her in. Just look at her. She's so beautiful. And look at the look in her eye. That look in her eye to me is a look. It's a grin, like it's that grin, yeah, fierce, like I know exactly who I am. I know exactly who I am. I need permission from no one. My fortune comes from me. I am tuned in. I am connected. I am all things at all times. There's such a conviction. And it's funny because even though she's smiling, it's a smile that has like full trust and faith behind it. Complete trust and faith in her essence, right? So the card of fortune, I'm really actually so excited that I pulled this card because I've been doing a lot of work around that. And let's see what kind of fortune we are talking about. Okay, so there's two messages with this deck. There's an empowerment message and then there's an alignment message, okay? And we're talking about the goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune. When the Hindu goddess Lakshmi comes to visit, she heralds a celebration for your purpose, wisdom, and compassionate prosperity. Woo! She comes to visit and heralds a celebration for your purpose, wisdom, and compassionate prosperity. I mean, it's like all the things. All of your experience and all of your skills are rich with meaning and purpose, right? Our abundance, our prosperity, the best way to tap into that, the best way to tune into that is the abundance of your gifts and talents. It's with your natural purpose. All the things you naturally have in this world are meant to bring you prosperity. You don't have to be anything other than what you are. As a result, you can expect to see evidence of this wealth in the world all around you. You have the ability right now, to create great success in your life, and what you have to offer has exalted value. I don't know about you, but my heart is going 1,000 miles an hour because she is the goddess I get to go into the weekend embodying. I'm going to embody Lakshmi all weekend. The goddess of luck and prosperity says that it's time to share your good fortune with others, and she will show you how it multiplies when you apply gratitude, praise, and commitment to serve. Guys, that is the X factor. You want to know how God multiplies your fortune? You give and you serve and you connect and you tune in, and then you serve through that space. And then it's multiplied, multiplied, multiplied. That is the math of the universe. Hi, Trish. I know I love Lakshmi. She's giving me life. Everything about her feels tuned in. If it's material success that you intend, you shall co-create it. If it's a rich relationship life, then you will attract it and develop it. You are a magnet for miracles. Nothing is out of reach when the goddess Lakshmi comes calling. And guys, she's calling. She's calling. We're answering. And all weekend, she will be a part of our lives. Alignment message. Okay, now that was the empowerment message. Now we're going into the alignment message. Have you ever fallen prey to the idea that someone might take away what's yours? We all have. Or perhaps you think someone else's success or happiness means that there'll be less for you. You might not be conscious of this, but you feel that there is not enough to go around, not enough love, not enough money. You worry that you're going to grow old and miss out and struggle for the resources that you misperceive as limited. You might also feel miserly and stingy, afraid to share in case there's nothing left. The goddess Lakshmi says that the kind of thinking must go if you want to live a rich and vibrant life. Your alignment task, and she always gives you an alignment task, is to stop and be mindful of the direction of your thoughts and reframe them to focus on what you truly intend. Repeat this mantra. What is mine will not go past me. 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 When you feel the green gremlin of envy creep into your heart, bless the other person and say, that which I desire is also for me. Your true limitations are only what you set for yourself. Don't let your conditioned mind and faulty beliefs rule your life. Break free. The world is unlimited if you let yourself open up to the wealth of your imagination. I feel connected and I feel empowered and I feel aligned and I feel tuned in. And I hope you do too. And this card is Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune. That is our card for the week, or until I pull another card. I think I'm going to do these on Fridays. Who knows? I may do it a few times. But the fact of the matter is, one thing that's worth repeating, one thing that is a law of the universe, one thing that is and always will be, is that you are a co-creator and your thoughts and beliefs are the fuel that your creation uses in order to manifest, create, and build and bring to life this reality in which you live. And so we must always stand guard at the gates of our feelings, at the gates of our thoughts, and use them to serve us and others. And all limited thoughts, all thoughts of lack, all thoughts of unworthiness and not enoughness are not from source energy, and therefore they can be canceled and replaced with thoughts of creation, with thoughts of love and abundance and light. That's my spiel for the day. I love you, goddesses. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here to witness Lakshmi give us some of her power and share some of her wisdom with us. I love you all so much, and I will see you Monday at 10:30 a.m. Bright and early. So have an amazing, amazing weekend, whatever it is you do. But whatever it is you do, go into it like the goddess that you are. Love you guys.